Hello everyone, Rituro here with another episode of Blue and White, my video review, video diary, let's play of Football Manager 2014, specifically with the Vancouver Whitecaps and the Canadian men's national team in Major League Soccer. One brief update before we get started, I have submitted my full written review of Football Manager 2014 to Toronto Thumbs. Hopefully that will be going live sooner than later. I will absolutely let you know and leave a link as soon as that review is live. Let's get to the actual action though. First up, yes indeed, Canada and Mexico will be today's featured match in Olympic Games qualifying. The U-23s are fighting it out for top spot in the group. But let's see the squad, shall we? Here was the squad that was named Dom Gantar, Daniil Henry, Adrian Russell-Rayner, Jordi Astrodimo from Ventura County Fusion, Kevin Gazzolo. No, Gazzolo was a late bring-in. Unfortunately, Sam Matakube, my top pick, got injured as soon as I called him up. So I blame Peter Vermees. Clearly, it's Sporting Kansas City's fault. Ken O'Connor gets a return to his former coach, currently with New York. Bryce Alderson, Matt Zaslavsky, Nick Rosenlund, Adrian Garcia, Angelo Carmelo Fletcher, Paul Haber, Franco Lewis, Mauro Lazonde, Stefan Felbab, Manny Aparicio, who is, as you know, a senior national team regular, Tino Izaki, Caleb Clark, Tom Schulten, Luca Gasparotto, another senior national team regular, Ben Jackman, Sam Pyatt, another regular, and Ivan Punasevich. Not a bad U-23 lineup, all things considered, and they've actually been doing quite well in their group. They are undefeated, 2 wins, no draws, no losses, +4 on the goal differential, same as Mexico, but they do have the advantage of more goals scored. So, the trick will be, if we can at least get a draw against Mexico, we will move on as the top seed from our group, which means we will face off against likely Costa Rica, though Trinidad and Tobago could surprise them and nick that last spot. The point is we don't want to go up against the U.S., to secure our spot in North American qualifying. So, we will hope we can get a good result out of this Mexico match. Other news on the football front on a domestic level. We have the Voyageurs Cup has been drawn. Finally, the draw actually worked out as it would have in real life. FC Edmonton will be our opponent for the first round, again, as it should be. Because there should not be a draw for the Canadian Championship. It should be the lower seed gets the best ranked MLS squad, but whatever. I suppose I can complain about that till the cows come home. It's not going to make a difference. My point is this. Thank you very much. We have FC Edmonton in the first round as it should be. Elsewhere on the domestic front, 2 matches to recap here. The first up, a match against Houston in Major League Soccer. Not a good one, actually. A 1-0 loss. Ramon Machado in the 68th minute winning it for Houston. Bad day at the office for Gantar, according to the game. Garcia also not so good. But really, Tally Hall just stood on his head for this one, single-handedly keeping Houston in this game. I mean, look at this. Houston had all of 2 shots. Houston had 2 shots for Houston. 2 shots both on target. Unfortunately, one went in. Vancouver, 12 shots, 6 on target. Tally Hall, an absolute monster in this match to get Houston the away win. Let's take a look at their goal, scored in the 68th minute. Yeah, this is just one of those matches where you do everything right and just don't get the win. It's almost like we could use a full-on striker here. So let's get the camera back to where it should be here on TV view so we can see everything. Hall from the goal kick finds Machado. Ramon Machado gets it past the keeper. Now that was a pretty bad defensive gaffe there. As you can see, the goal kick is a long one. You should think that should be going right on the head of Jonathan Torres, but he misjudges it. It's over his head. Machado, when this ball is kicked, is well onside here. Alderson is keeping him onside, and then just sprints past his man. Alderson's late with the challenge, and into the back of the net goes the ball. Tough goal to give up, considering that, again, Vancouver had done everything right on the statistical front other than put the ball in the back of the net. Just a really tough loss to take. Bit of a kick in the teeth there. Thankfully, they would recover in Champions League. You may recall, we got that great first leg result against Colorado, and we kept a clean sheet, 0-0 in the second leg in Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado. And that's fine by me. We went with the Ashley formation, 4-1-4-1, and it worked perfectly. Though another bad day at the office for Garcia. He is playing himself out of a starting role here this season. I'm not too happy with him, if I'm being honest. So that will hopefully be the last we see of Garcia stinking the joint up before we switch over to Revivo. The most important thing out of this, though, is Jason Holt was injured in the 64th minute. Not good, because he is now out for 5 to 7 weeks with a sprained ankle. Not good. Not in any way good. Jason Holt, of course, is a key member of our midfield, that attacking dynamo that links everybody together. So how we build the squad for our match against FC Dallas is going to be crucial. Likely, we will stick with the 4-2-3-1. Probably give Ivan Estrella that attacking mid spot back. But again, we'll see how we do once we get there. On the international front now, it is indeed Canada's turn to shine in this episode of Blue and White. Let's take a look at how qualifying has been going for Les Rouges, for the Maple Leafs. We start off with a 3-0 win against the Jamaican U-23s. A fairly solid performance here. Caleb Clark with a brace, scoring an 8.3 average. 84th minute, Ivan Punisevic gets himself on the board, so our strikers absolutely did their job, and great work from the midfield to set them up too. Let's look at the match here. Now, we went with the formation that I've been using on the senior national team, that 4-4-2 box midfield formation, and it seems to be working very, very well at shutting down opposing attackers and giving us the capacity to then spring our own controlled attack. And with Aparicio and Zaslavsky controlling the play, I mean, Clark and Punisevic just had to get the ball and move forward with it, and that's exactly what they did. As you can see, the four midfielders are just absolutely dominating the Jamaican midfield. Nothing they can do, and Clark, as soon as he's past his man, the ball is in the back of the net. Well done, Caleb Clark, to make it 1-0. Clark wasn't done, though. 5 minutes later, off a throw-in from Daniel Henry on the right side. Looking upfield is Adrian Russell-Rayner. Can't find an outlet, but Ken O'Connor can. There's Caleb Clark. 2 men on him. Let's go back to Zaslavsky. Aparicio. O'Connor. Out wide to Henry. Henry's cross is a short one, and back actually to O'Connor. Zaslavsky's such great control here from this 4-4-2. Punisevic. Punisevic finds Clark. That's an easy tap in for Caleb Clark. Easy as it gets. And Canada are off to the races. And they weren't done. Like I said, Punisevic got himself in the action as well. Tino Izaki coming in relief for Aparicio in that midfield playmaking role. Clark and Punisevic linked up again. Punisevic opts to just take it himself on a fine run, weaving through 3 defenders. The young attacker from the Victoria Highlanders proving his worth to this U23 squad. 3-0 is the result, and a deserved one for Canada. The other match was a 2-1 win against Honduras. I said this was going to be a tough group, and a 2-1 result over Honduras is a fantastic result. Manny Aparicio with the winner in the 87th minute as they ran Honduras ragged in their midfield. We did quite a bit of squad rotation here. As you can see, Ben Jackman in for Luca Gasparado, Adrian Garcia and Simon Whiteman up front as the strikers tried to get as much rotation as possible. Not just because I want to give people minutes, but because I want to keep everybody fresh for this match against Mexico and hopefully beyond. And we are going to get that beyond match. But against who? That is the question. Here are the goals from the Canada-Honduras match. The U-23s opening the scoring here. Great defensive work by Sam Payet to get his head to that ball. And Whiteman is now off on the left-hand side. He's got options. Opts to go back to Izaki. He goes back to Lassonde. Payet. O'Connor, Alderson, captaining this squad this year. Payet, O'Connor, Lassonde. Great possession here on the left-hand side for Canada. Trying to keep Honduras at bay and opening up that right-hand side. Not that they'll need to, though. Izaki, right from the heart of the midfield, feeds Whiteman, who controls and rounds the keeper. I mean, that just tells you everything you need to know there. Izaki, under pressure from the entire Honduran midfield, makes the pass to split the D. Now that is a fine free kick from Roches, 25 yards out, posted in, no chance for Gantar. Excellently struck free kick. And you'd think that was going to be how it ended, but Canada threw everything forward, brought on their subs, and Izaki to an injured Whiteman, who still managed to play in Gazzola. Gazzola to Aparicio, the man on the spot. Hammers the ball home, and that was indeed the winning goal. The midfield will then lock the rest of the game down. Canada escapes with a 2-1 victory. Izaki, man of the match. Whiteman, gently injured, but he would be okay. Should be able to feature in the next round. And we are now at the match of the day. Oops, there we go. Brings us to the match of the day. Canada, Mexico, the Maple Leafs against El Tri for top spot in the group. Here we go. Now, nobody appears to be out for Mexico. They do have one suspension and one injury, but that should be easily managed. El Cubatore is up front for Mexico. That's not a surprise at all. For us, got Gantar, Haber. Let's see here. How's our fitness levels? I actually kind of want to give Haber the... I kind of want to give him the start, but Gantar is... he's here to prove himself as the next Canadian goalkeeper. So it will be Gantar in this match for sure. Gasparotto is... he still could use some rest. Izaki is certainly not coming back. Not this... He'll be on sub duty, but I mean, he's pretty much... He's gassed. Absolutely gassed. Ken O'Connor. Need a stronger D-mid. Felbab, you're in. I think that's gonna do... Garcia, 79. I think we swap Garcia for Punicevic. He's on a yellow as well. And that'll save Clark for the next round. And he can come on sub duty, hopefully play as super sub. Alright, we'll stick with the 4-2-2-2, the box formation. No sense in going to the... is that the exact same formation? It is, isn't it? Oh dear. Alright. Proceeding to match. That should be the wide formation, you would think. Anyway. Oh, would you look at that? The ex-Torres on the bench to start. Scouting was a bit off. A little sneaky switch there from El Tri. Alright, so with this kind of talent, we're going to definitely need to lock this down. I know the talent that exists in the Mexican U-23 program. Goodness knows I coached enough prospects, so I don't see many of them here. Makes me wonder who this Mexican side called up. Pachucans. Lots of Pachuca players here. A lot of Pachuca players. Cruz Azul. Arsenal. Wow. Alright, well, we'll take care of that. Alright. Calm down, boys. We got this. There's no pressure. No pressure. Just relax, boys. You got this. Counter. Haslam. I'll pass him to space. Alright. Canada U-23, the Mexican U-23's top spot in the qualifying group on the line. The winner, or at least if we can get a draw, will avoid playing the United States, you would think, in the knockout stages, which is a very good thing indeed. Don't want to face that side until the semifinals or the finals if possible. Yeah, ideally right until the finals would be great. Some good possession early from Canada. You can see that Mexican pressure in midfield trying to break the box. But look at this, the box is just unbreakable. The four of them are just... Oh, it's a game of keep away here. The Mexicans have no answer for this midfield quartet. This is a clinic of possession here. And there's the pass to Punicevic. Punicevic! Great save, actually, there by Sanchez. So Punicevic put a good shot on target. Rosenlund with the corner. It's away. Has managed to keep it in, though. Good hustle. Fell by the edge of the area. Oh, can they get it on target? It's loose! It's in the back of the net! Matt Zaslavsky managed to break through that scramble of players to net an early goal, an 11th minute goal. The Punicevic, Rangel, everyone scrambling for the ball. Romano actually put it on the boot of Zaslavsky, as he was the one to put it in the back of the net. And that kind of havoc serves Canada well. If they can, disrupt the Mexican game, they will look very good. Uh-oh, Punisevic. Ouch. Well, at least his opponent got a card for that. Lose Punisevic, though. That's not good. Caleb Clark will be coming into this match. He's going to go up front. Actually, no. Clark, in this instance, I want him as the target forward. Alright, no pressure. Just relax. And Rayner on the free kick after that challenge took out Punisevic. That's a ball looking for Clark, actually, but just a little bit past the forward. Former FC Augsburg loanee and now regular for Vancouver Whitecaps up front for his country. Mexico now moving out, looking long for Mendez, and finds him over the head of the midfield box. Rangel now out wide. Gomez. Can he get past his man? He's being closed down. And Romano saved by Gantar. Actually a wicked shot on target. Well saved by Gantar. Gomez. Knocked away by Gazzola. Good clearance by Gazzola. Actually, if Fletcher won, he probably could have run onto that, but just as well to let it run out. And Roseland will start this corner for Canada. Looking for Adrian Russell. Rayner couldn't find him. Oh, but he's offside. He's trying to get his second header on the initial header by Alderson. Next go from the corner here, Gomez. Only hits the head of Felbab. Great defending here from Stefan Felbab. It's out for a throw. Gomez is in pain. A little retribution challenge there. The Mexicans are really fouling hard here. Fletcher can't get his header into anybody. I'm actually going to go tell us to stay on feet here. If Mexico is going to foul, I want to make sure we don't sink to their level. Don't give the referee reason to card us. Perez and Rangel controlling now on the right side for Mexico. But Gazzola steps up nicely to break up that attack and just hoofs it to midfield. Canada trying to get to halftime, the 1-0 lead. Cheeky little back heel sets up Mendez. Top of the box, Gutierrez sends it out wide, but it's to nobody. Gazzola easily clears that. Alpizar out wide to Rangel. Here's the cross, headed away by Rayner. Gazzola again on the left. We'll just take his time here before going forward. Looking for Fletcher, but it's a little beyond him. And that ball will go all the way back to Sanchez in goal. Carrying this out is the goalkeeper, well off his line. Trying to get something before the halftime break. It's not a bad idea, though. Mexico controlling the left cross from Rodriguez. Gantar actually had to parry that. Instead of opting to catch. And the header away by Rayner is a good one. Alderson then hoofs it the rest of the way downfield. 2 minutes of stoppage time indicated by the fourth official. And there's the halftime whistle. That's good by me, everybody. Well done, well done. Alright, any halftime subs to make here? Felbab is looking just wasted. He's playing well, but I gotta save him. O'Connor, you're back in. Ken O'Connor. God would be if you thought to live. I'll stop now. I'll stop now. At least Demo actually doing well in a defending role. When I don't see your name being called as a defender, that means you're doing your job well. Gutierrez to Gomez. Gomez is injured. Carrying a knock, but he's still playing. Gomez through the midfield, through 3 defenders. And Torres sends the ball off a defender and over for a corner. That corner, however, does not end up well and actually falls to Fletcher, who on the count here could go forward for Canada. And Angelo Carmelo Fletcher is brought down by Rangel. That might be a card, and it is a tactical foul there by Rangel to stop the attack. Probably one he won't mind taking. And Gazzola earns himself a yellow. Alright, I think now we start looking at subs. Lasonde, you're coming on for Gazzola after that card. And I think we bring on Aparicio for Zaslavsky. Oh, wait, I'm out of subs. I'm out of subs. Well, that's fine. Lasonde is good enough. Stay composed at the back. Great little poke there by Daniil Henry. Alpizar. Zaslavsky, actually, his poor clearance gave it away. Thankfully, Gantar was there to preserve the clean sheet for the time being. Gantar with the goal kick now. Can't find a Connor. But Lasonde will find the ball. All is into Rosenlund. Looking for Caleb Clark. Just can't get there. Mexico quickly closing him down. It's Sanchez now. Emerson Sanchez forward to Royas. That's picked up by Rosenlund. To Fletcher looking for Caleb Clark. Saved by Sanchez. A fine save by Sanchez. And Clark is offside on the second attempt. It was a great save there. Gomez's free kick. Oh, it's a penalty. Adrian Russell-Rayner fouled his man in the box. Oh, dear. An unfortunate call against the Canadians. And Kubo gets past Gantar. Gantar guessed the right way. Just not enough to stop that penalty. Clinically taken by El Kubo Torres. With Venom. Yep, Gantar just couldn't get there. Still, as I said, a draw actually is fine by us. A draw actually still gets us through. Just gotta make sure we don't concede again. Lasonde. Rosenlund and Lasonde on the left. Lasonde showed some promises coming in on the left-hand side. Rosenlund looking forward, finds Zaslavsky. Zaslavsky off the keeper and back out. Actually, the post, they say, denied Zaslavsky as he tried to sneak it in near side. And Rayner now has earned himself a yellow. He's starting to look a little bit frustrated after giving up that penalty. That free kick is high. Canada actually starting to out-foul the Mexicans. That's not good. And Lasonde gets himself a yellow. Both left backs now on yellows. Zaslavsky's free kick into the arms of Sanchez. And the Mexican keeper will boot it downfield as fast as he can. And actually, Kubo Torres gets ahead of Adrian Russell-Rayner on that header. Thankfully, Gantar is there to send it right back upfield. And Daniil Henry will try and find Caleb Clark. Can't do it. 2 minutes of stoppage time are indicated. We've almost played the first. Can Mexico find a late winner? The Canadian defense is going to have to go full close down. I guarantee you Mexico is going to be throwing everyone forward, and that shot is well wide, and Gantar will grab it and try to kill some time. The long goal kick is looking for Clark, and Clark gets his head to it, but no one is there to follow up. Rodriguez to Gomez. Alpizar and Gomez and Gutierrez looking for Kubo, but they can't find Torres. Aristodemo. They actually did very well. That's the first time we've had to say his name all match. He's been quietly effective, but when he needed to, Aristodemo has been good. Here's Fletcher, though. I don't know what Carl Fletcher can't get by Saavedra, sorry. And Saavedra will go long, but that's it. Canada have their draw, and that's enough to see them through. That was well done indeed. Zaslavsky gets player of the match for his opening goal and his good effort. Adrian Russell-Rayner unfortunately really fell off there in the second half. And they do indeed stay top of Group A. With that win, Canada's U-23s will move on to the knockout stages of Olympic qualifying. Oh, thank you very much, Canada. Next time on Blue and White, we'll be back with Vancouver to see how they do in the nascent stages of the 2016 MLS season, and we'll check in on the U-23s as they attempt to get qualifying glory for the 2016 Olympics in Rio. My name is Rituro. Thank you all for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, be sure to follow me here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Rituro, or if you're watching this on YouTube, youtube.ca/SteelSwords, please think about subscribing. And as always, you can reach out to me on Twitter at @ThatRituroGuy. Once again, my name is Rituro. Thank you all for watching, We'll see you next time.